So I know you're gonna do some breathing, so I'm not gonna do too much breathing. I do wanna move the shoulders a little bit. So we're gonna do some deep breaths in, we're gonna bring our arms up as far as we can go, breathe in. And when you come down, you're just gonna stretch out your shoulders, come back to a 90 as far as you can go. Deep breath back in, moving around a little bit. Breath in, it's hard to talk in. Okay. When you come down, just feel your shoulders come in. And you come down, press those shoulders back. Nice. Stop some shoulder rolls. Always roll back. If I've learned anything, don't need to stretch forward enough. Everyone, what we do to step back. Oh. All right, so we're gonna move our hips a little bit. So we're just gonna bring her a little bit off. Just feel it in your hips. If you need to use the backrest, if you don't move too much, do that. Just lifting a little bit off the ground. Up. Just straighten down. Bars can go. Feel it tighten. This one up, we're just gonna do some ankle pumps. Leave it wherever it's comfortable. You're gonna push down like you're pushing the gas pedal and then come back up towards you. Just get some blood flowing in your legs. Get it moving. Oh, I know you can't see, I'm sorry. I started looking at everybody else there. See my feet? There we go. Ankle pumps, ankle pumps. It's my Jackson's spoons. Trying to hide it. Other one up. Should pump that. Right. So good. You ever feel cramping up with that? Your ankle pumps really good for circulation. And then the last thing we're gonna do, if you're comfortable, stand up. If you aren't, just chair. But if you can stand up, hold on to your chair. Be that better. So, oh yeah, everybody's good. And we're just gonna rock back. This is one I've done a lot. I really like it because I feel like we don't feel our feet very often. It's really hard for us to feel different parts of our feet. Back forward and just feel your toes into your heels. Your body works all day to keep you standing up. You don't think about it at all. And wherever you're comfortable, you keep your feet out. There, thanks, my feet. Feet as comfortably, you can go close. If you feel like you got really good balance, hold on to your chair if you don't, or wider. I do a little bit wider for the sake of comfort. Speed side to side. Feel the sides of the feet on the chair. And then if you're comfortable, forward on your toes. But feel like you're doing nothing. But all of a sudden you feel your legs moving and everything's around. And if you feel like you can, do a little circle. And your feet. It's a little bit of something, right?
Thank you very much, Sarah. Expertise and showing us that sometimes we think we're doing nothing. Back and forth, but we're actually working. show the complexity of our body, even the feet, all the little parts of the foot. You said that once, and I thought that was interesting. Like it's not just like rigid thing, it's full of bones and muscles and tendons, and it all works. Thank you very much, Sarah. Okay, by the way, are you okay that I turn the camera just to show that we have the group here? No, if you want to say more. Okay, just a quick, just to show that we have people, actual real people here. Yeah, it's not fake. We have real group here. So we're meeting in person after this pandemic. It's nice to have a real person. Yeah, were your hair all right? All good, yeah. Je cheveux étaient tout correct là, bon. On fait de. Okay, if I can get this tablet. Okay, very good. Okay, what's next? Okay, let's continue with our breathing space, our famous breathing space. So want everybody to just like sitting down and can close your eyes if you want to, or keep them open. Alors, chacun, soit les yeux fermés ou les yeux ouverts. On fait notre pause, respire. Alors, la pause respire, c'est de s'arrêter intentionnellement pour connecter avec notre corps. So with that breathing space, we take a few minutes just to connect with our body, especially after moving, like with Sarah. We want to connect and see what's happening inside our bodies. So sitting comfortably, just breathing in, and we release. To make that part, the releasing part, as the release of all the tension, all the stress in our body. Expire, on inspire. Et on relâche. On relâche, détend tous les muscles. Et on remarque la détente dans notre corps. Breathing in again. Now let's make this like we are intentionally paying attention to our body. Let's make sure we have a good posture with good shoulders back straight instead of like leaning forward. Let's pay attention to how our body feels with a good posture. Alors, on porte attention à notre posture avec les prochaines respirations. Se détendre. Taking this time, intentionally, we notice that we are alive. We have that power of deciding what we want to do, where we put our attention. Right now, pay attention to how breathing feels in our chest and abdomen. Listen. C'est le pouvoir d'intention qu'on utilise pour s'arrêter, décide de s'arrêter pour ses respirations. And we finish with one deep breath, grande respiration pour terminer. Et Ouvrez vos yeux. Oui, j'aime secouer. Ça fait du bien secouer les bras après l'exercice comme ça. OK. So we did our breathing space activation. We'll talk in a few minutes about our topic. We continue to talk about our topic, which is nurturing creativity by, what was it? By savoring our time. Savoring our time. Time goes by. What date are we today? July 24th? That we may think, oh, already July is almost finished. Mois de juillet est presque fini, on l'a pas vu passer. So savoring time is saying, no, I don't want time to just go by without noticing. I want to notice time. On veut remarquer le temps. Okay, so before that, we have another friend of Shikamek, Lauren. Lauren, could you please come? So Lauren is what's your official title? Just come from
Community health.
Yes, okay, community health and well-being coordinator. So you want the health and well-being of our community. And for that, we're doing something specific. It's working what we call social prescribing. So could you take a couple of minutes to explain to us what you do, what you can offer to everybody here or people at home?
Absolutely. Yeah, so my name's Lauren Foote. I've only been here for about 3 months, so it's all very new. But we've started a new initiative called Social Prescribing for Better Mental Health. And basically what that looks like is we're trying to help people within our community reconnect back to the community through non-clinical resources. With that, we have like memberships to the YMCA, we have memberships to the Y Marsh, we have connection with Athenomia Senior Center, which also free memberships through there, which can be super beneficial. So the whole point is kind of reducing those barriers, whether that be the financial burden of some of the things that are going on in the community, or the transportation piece, if that can be an issue. I'm also working with individuals connecting to the food bank, that piece management piece as well. So lots going on. I've also just started a program that's every Thursday from 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. We're doing something out in the community each week that's different. So last week we did Midland Public Library. So we were over there, we just had games out, some snacks and drinks. The week before that, we were at Y Marsh and we went for a nice little walk. This coming week, we're doing community. So you can find all of our information on our website, but it's also in our program guide, which I can get hard copies of as well. Yeah.
Okay. So if I understand well, so you meet some of our community members in person and see what they would need for their health and well-being, try to like direct them to the most appropriate resources.
Absolutely. And there's also opportunity. I know Patrick and I have talked about doing, programming and doing volunteering for years, a huge part of social prescribing as well. So looking into options, what that could look like. So we have some exciting things coming in the fall. So yeah, definitely the opportunity to have discussion, and you don't have to be a rostered client to work with me either to access some of these things. So you don't need to have your medical doctor to anyone in the community.
Okay. Can sit down. I'll go and see you in a minute.
Okay.
I want to ask you. Okay. So thank you, Lauren. Community Health and Well-being Coordinator. Okay. We all have titles, special titles. Alors, en français, j'espère que vous avez compris. En gros, Lauren, elle aide les gens de la communauté pour leur bien-être, en les référant à des services et des choses, des ressources dans la communauté, comme par exemple des passes pour la Askenonia, le Y Marsh, on va aller au Y Marsh. Tu es déjà allé au Y Marsh, connais-tu? Oui, ok, oui. Alors, il y a des bonnes ressources comme ça que Lauren peut vous aider avec. Okay, I want to show now a little video of creativity by our friend Patrick. So let me set that up. Just take a minute. Okay, so okay. Okay, so we did a kind of a little video since the topic, the theme is creativity. So our friend Patrick is our kind of resident artist for us, is our own Bob Ross painter type of artist. So we asked him to do a little creation of his and we recorded it. So I want to share that with you. So I think it's about 5 minutes. So please listen to that. And we'll see how it can inspire you to be creative also. With the theme of savoring your time to nurture creativity, we have our friend Patrick with us today who will put that in practice.
Hello everyone, bonjour à tous.
Okay, so we're giving you 5 minutes to create something that illustrates savoring our time.
So today it's very interesting because I used a computer to create this beautiful image that I'm going to try to recreate. Now, these images created by the computer are original. No one else in the world has created them. And so let us start. I haven't drawn in a while, so bear with me. Bear with me. It's funny I say that because, and Julie's laughing a little bit because there's a bear in my image. So we're going to start with just a kind of like this, make a little bit of fur here, just some nice little lines. And bear in mind that I am doing this, I'm doing this in 5 minutes here. So now we're going to do it. I can tell sometimes we're a bit hard on ourselves, but when we haven't done something in a while, but it's all about practice. So this guy had a little bit of a smile there, some eyes that are kind of black, some fur, and over here you have his nose and another eye here, and just kind of like his ear. Oh, I think I already did his ear there, but it's abstract. It's abstract. And that's what makes it fun. And I think you're enjoying this because I'm struggling. But it's okay. And let us talk a little bit about savoring our time here. Ways to savor our time. We can sometimes we have moments that are kind of timeless, and these timeless moments could be like this bear here. He's sitting on a rock that is on top of a stream, and his arms are kind of here and like this, and he's kind of like meditating, and there's a beautiful sun with some mountains. So this is just like a frame of reference here, some trees here. And obviously this is not a professional kind of painting here, but you get the gist of it. And it's important to spend time out in nature. We have a little bit of tree line here. And he is if you have like a pen or marker or whatever, even though you don't think you're the best, you're not like a Harvard graduate in art, it's fun to kind of just be a kid again. And oftentimes when we spend time with our children, we feel as though time stops because our kids can make us laugh, and oh my goodness, isn't it wonderful when you spend time with a good friend that you haven't seen in a while, and you just start laughing like crazy. Donc, je fais juste mentionner en français pour les téléspectateurs en français que ceci est censé être un ours assis sur un genre de rocher et de l'eau un peu ici avec un genre de scène de montagne. Les montagnes sont ici, l'ours, on a un genre de visage là. So we have I'm just mentioning in French a description of what I'm drawing here. And now that we've kind of had a general idea, let us kind of figure out what it looks like. Now, without me saying a bear, what do you think it looks like? I can kind of see, let's see what I can see here. There could be a nose here, little nose. There is, oh, well that saves me from explaining this beautiful, beautiful piece of work. And I thank you so much, and until next time. À la prochaine tout le monde.
Okay, very good. So like I told you, it's our own Bob Ross doing a creative activity here. Okay, well, does that inspire you? Are you a painter? What type of art do you like to create? Is it a garden? Is it flowers? What's your artistic? Do you like to do music? Yeah. So you'd like to be able to do anything, but you don't have artistic talent at all, you say? But sometimes we just have to try, even though it's not perfect. So yeah, so taking time is important. It's a key, eh? Yeah. And go ahead if you have any other comments online. I see Margaret says practicing ukulele. Ukulele, do you know the ukulele? Eh? That's pretty cool. So what kind of art? I like photography, video. I like drawing sometimes. I think I'm good, but I don't have much time. I like playing guitar, but I don't have time. Again, it's taking time, savoring time, and taking time to do those kind of things. So make sure to practice something. Djembe drummer or drumming. So okay, I would like to show now some examples of things that are artistic that can be done. And I'd like to so I want to try to show you some Okay, so let's start with limited number of items. Sure. Okay, that's not working. Okay, what about pictures? Okay, so I have pictures here that I want to show you. Let me just share my screen. Okay. Okay, here's a picture near where I live. A week ago, it was the weekend it was right after the Festival du Loup in La Fontaine, juste après le Festival du Loup. I heard wolves near my place. After my walk, as I went to watch the sunset, là, juste après le coucher du soleil, j'ai entendu des loups. Et puis, ensuite, jeudi passé, je m'en venais sur le chemin, puis j'ai vu ce qui a l'air de 2 loups. On peut voir ici, là, 2 loups qui étaient là sur le chemin. Et puis, moi, je tournais à droite ici, mais eux étaient un peu plus loin, alors je marchais vite. I was walking fast to go get home as I saw those 2 wolves on the road right there. It was not a bear, it was wolves. Okay. At the Festival du Loup, I think we showed that last week, but I want to show that again. There was some wonderful artists, like il y avait plein d'artistes au Festival du Loup qui montraient, vendaient. Oh, regardez ça, un homme qui sculptait du bois d'orignal. He was a sculptor, sculpting on the woods of a moose. This lady was making homemade cards, beautiful cards. Oh, 3 sisters who are wonderful artists. They had a booth showing their, like she did that elephant. They're very creative artists. This is like burning on wood, live edge wood. Oh, this art, she was a veterinarian. After 40 years, she decided to stop and become an artist. Take time. She realized taking time is so important. Another artist, she even made a book, a children's book. Et our Sarah, notre Sarah, qui montre une petite plaque avec le Festival du Loup. Other artists, oh, a potter, teaching a child to do pottery. Pottery, that's and painting of wolves. I think this year, like all those wolves were like in an auction, and they had the record amount of sale for $6,000 worth of auctioning those wolves created. I painted one of those wolves a couple of years ago, and I bought my own creation. So I have it at home. So it's very interesting. Okay, now a couple of days ago I saw on let me show you. I saw this. It's the Dinde Sauvage, wild turkeys. I think there were 6 or 7 on that fence, but when I stopped at the time I took my camera out, the smaller ones are there, the mother is there, and a couple of them are there, and then closer with the mother, and then taking off. Beautiful. Taking time, nurturing, to nurture creativity, savoring time. Do we do that? And that's it. Oh, I saw that by the by the beach, someone, maybe children had done that. They took time. It takes time to create. Do we take time? Oh, that's, I did that with my grandchildren. We were doing little creations. And so having fun. And even that's creativity with my camera, making it look like the water is curving. So being creative is like that. It's trying stuff, even though we're not wonderful artists. We try and we create things. Creativity is part of our life. Alors, on doit essayer des choses pour être créatif. Okay, I want to ask our friend Patrick now to come. He has a kind of a meditation for us today. So he won't be drawing, he'll be speaking. I will make that higher because Patrick is a tall guy.
I'd like
Just
to
make sure you're close enough
Yeah.
to the microphone. Okay.
I'd like to share with you all something that I wrote using a sophisticated program that helps people write. And I find it very useful to broadcast my thoughts. Sometimes I have thoughts that I'm not too sure how to put it in a phrase or in a paragraph, and this program helps me. Alors, je vais juste mentionner que j'utilise un programme informatique sur l'ordinateur qui m'aide à dévoiler mes pensées de façon structurée. Alors, pour ce que je vais dire, for what I'm about to say, there's 3 parts, and it's going to last about six minutes. Part 1, the tapestry of time. Partie 1, la tapisserie du temps. Life, in its essence, is a dance with time. La vie, dans son essence, est une danse avec le temps. As we twirl and sway to the rhythm of our existence, it's not the seconds that matter, but the moments that echo in our hearts. Alors que nous tournoyons et balançons au rythme de notre existence, ce ne sont pas les secondes qui comptent, mais les moments qui résonnent dans nos cœurs. Time, like a river, ebbs and flows around us. It is both fast and finite, precious and plentiful. Le temps, comme une rivière, va et vient autour de nous. Il est à la fois vaste et fini, précieux et abondant. Yet in our daily lives, we often find ourselves racing against the clock, feeling as though we're running out of time. Pourtant, dans notre vie quotidienne, nous nous retrouvons souvent à faire la course contre la montre avec l'impression de manquer de temps. This is a mirage, a shadow cast by our modern world's obsession with productivity and pace. Ceci n'est qu'une illusion, une ombre jetée par l'obsession de notre monde moderne pour la productivité et le rythme. In truth, time is a canvas, and we are the artists. We have the power to shape our time, to savor it, to truly live it. En vérité, le temps est une toile, et nous sommes les artistes. Nous avons le pouvoir de façonner notre temps, de le savourer, de vraiment le vivre. Our lives are not measured by the clocks that tick on our walls, but by the heartbeats that echo in our chests, by the moments that move us. Nos vies ne sont pas mesurées par les horloges qui tic-toc sur nos murs, mais par les battements de cœur qui résonnent dans nos poitrines, par les moments qui nous émeuvent. In each of these moments, in every heartbeat, lies an opportunity to embrace life, to embrace time. Dans chacun de ces moments, dans chaque battement de cœur, se trouve une opportunité d'embrasser la vie, d'embrasser le temps. As we step onto the dance floor of existence, let us dance to the rhythm of our heartbeats. Let us dance with time. Alors que nous montons sur la piste de danse de l'existence, dansons au rythme de nos battements de cœur, dansons avec le temps. For in this dance, we are not just the dancers, but also the choreographers. We are the creators of our time, of our moments, of our lives. Car dans cette danse, nous ne sommes pas seulement les danseurs, mais aussi les chorégraphes. Nous sommes les créateurs de notre temps, de nos moments, de nos vies. Now, I'll read another part, and if you want, I can read the third part. I know I have a little bit of time, but if it's too long, I'll stop. Partie 2, The Symphony of Moments. Part 2. Oh, j'ai mal dit ça. La Symphonie des Moments, The Symphony of Moments, Part 2. If life is a dance with time, then every moment is a note in the symphony of our existence. Si la vie est une danse avec le temps, alors chaque moment est une note dans la symphonie de notre existence. These moments, big or small, joyous or sorrowful, create the unique melody of our lives. Ces moments, grands ou petits, joyeux ou tristes, créent la mélodie unique de nos vies. Often we are tempted to rush through the mundane moments, seeking the grand, the extraordinary. Souvent, nous sommes tentés de nous précipiter à travers les moments banals, à la recherche du grand, de l'extraordinaire. But in this pursuit, we risk missing the beauty of the ordinary, the simple, the everyday. Mais dans cette quête, nous risquons de manquer la beauté de l'ordinaire, du quotidien. For it's in the quiet hum of the ordinary that we find peace, find joy, find a sense of belonging. Car c'est dans le murmure tranquille de l'ordinaire que nous trouvons la paix, la joie, un sentiment d'appartenance. Each ordinary moment, once savored, has the potential to become extraordinary. Chaque moment ordinaire, lorsqu'il est savouré, a le potentiel de devenir extraordinaire. The gentle rustling of leaves, the soft purr of a cat, the warm embrace of a loved one, these are the notes that form the symphony of our lives. Le doux bruissement des feuilles, le ronronnement d'un chat, l'étreinte chaleureuse d'un être cher, ce sont ces notes qui forment la symphonie de nos vies. Let us not merely hear these notes, but listen to them, feel them, live them. Ne nous contentons pas d'entendre ces notes, mais écoutons-les, ressentons-les, vivons-les. For each note we savor adds a depth, a richness to our symphony, turning the ordinary into the extraordinary. Car chaque note que nous savourons ajoute une profondeur, une richesse à notre symphonie, transformant l'ordinaire en extraordinaire. So as the maestros of our lives, let us conduct our symphony with care, with love, with a deep appreciation for every note, every moment. Ainsi, en tant que maestros de nos vies, dirigeons notre symphonie avec soin, avec amour, avec une profonde appréciation pour chaque note, chaque moment. Donc, dites-moi si vous êtes confortable avec une troisième partie, sinon je peux arrêter.
I think we're getting close.
Yeah, okay, I'll stop. But thank you so much. Merci beaucoup.
Okay, thank you. I like so much what you're talking about, our life as a work of art, our life as a symphony. So I'd like to have time for feedback. What did we get from today's session, from the comments, from the text by Patrick, from Lauren, from Sarah, from the pictures? What did we get from today's session? Even online, go ahead if you have any comment. I want to hear, how can we be creative how can mindfulness be a tool for us to be creative and live more fully with becoming the best person that we can be? Any thought? Does it give you the desire to play ukulele or paint? We. Okay, so here we have like even like Patrick is drawing of the bear. Yeah. Yeah. Even like Patrick did this drawing in 5 minutes. So that was kind of constraining. And but it didn't get with you. And what you're saying, you'd like to try something, even copying something just for the fun of it. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah. Even like photography, it's copying what's there. In nature, it's not that difficult, but it's stopping time. It's taking a moment and stopping it and observing it. Hein? C'est comme ça la photographie, c'est de prendre un instant dans le temps, puis de le fixer, puis oui. OK, alors ça, c'est une chose, ça vous donne le goût de pratiquer à dessiner quelque chose. OK, excellent. D'autres idées?
Et c'est que il est comme le fleuve, c'est l'archipel qu'on peut c'est notre propre de comment on se présente et un peu comme pas si vous connaissez les Mandela. Mandela et cette culture, les formes qui n'ont pas de talent, mais c'est le jeu des couleurs et
Mandela.
des couleurs, des émotions, tu vois le produit fini, tu prends un produit, les choses qui étaient ordinaires, tu as ta et tu te réalises toi-même quelque chose d'extraordinaire on finit le mandala. Les pas de talent créé artistique, mais avec le jeu des couleurs, comme vous dites, on arrive à ça prend le fond, on s'exprimer dans ce moment présent et on s'est donné du temps.
Okay, so what we had here, Louise was saying, even like coloring on mandalas, like just the colors is a way to express our emotions, so it can be rich, and it takes time, and it almost seemed like we're losing our time, like we're not doing anything useful, but it is important to take time, savor time. Yesterday I was had a busy day catching up on all kinds of things at home, and then I had to call my internet company to set up something, and it was complicated, and I had to speak to someone over the phone. It was frustrating, and I was hurrying up, and then I thought after that, I thought I need to stop and take time, savor time, and it was almost time for sunset, and I said, I'm going anyway. I need to do like a timeout, and I need to stop and take time for myself. And I walked, go see the sunset. We didn't see much, but just to be there in a quiet way, intentionally, that's what it means to take time, savor time. And next week we'll talk about the other part of that, which is the importance of setting boundaries, like limits, to make sure that we take time. So that's going to be next week. Any other final thoughts? Okay, Jeanette says it was very interesting. Good. Okay, very good, very good. Yeah. And I was happy to see Christine today. She usually likes the Tai Chi. Eh? We should do Tai Chi at some point. And it was nice to see Lauren and Patrick and all of that. Okay, there's a comment that I want to make sure we review. Okay, fantastic class. Is it possible for Patrick to print that poem in English And then in French for us, it was too hard for me to be 100% to let the words flow. At the end of each day, I create an adventure of my daily events and maybe call a phone, tell a funny or interesting story. I love creating stories. Oh, interesting. So can you do that, Patrick? Okay, so Patrick will send me the text and I'll send it to everybody. Sometimes we need to ponder on those texts. I like the idea of the symphony for life. Who does Lauren work for? Talking about doctors and Askinonia and other work groups. She actually works, she actually works for Shigamek. She worked for us. So we have the privilege of having her as a coworker, and that's why I was able to walk to her office and ask her to come today. So if you want to, so what's the best way to get in touch with you, Lauren? Can you come and say it on camera? So she'll explain to you how to get in touch with her.
Yeah, so if you have a registered doctor here, or you're working with someone else like Julianne, that referral can come from them. If you're just looking to reach out to me directly, probably email would be the best way to do so. I can provide my email in the chat. Would that be okay?
Yeah,
Okay.
if you want to, and also, and like you said, people can get in touch with you. So usually everyone gets an email from Zoom with, you can respond, it comes to me. So you can respond from the email that you got and just ask me, I want to be connected with Lauren, and I'll. So if you want to type it, you can go ahead in the chat box. Okay, so that's Lauren, and yeah, I can write the rest.
Okay, good. Strange.
French keyboard, so let me see. Shigamek.ca. There you go. So that's Lauren's email address if you want to get in touch with her and see what can she do to help you be in a better health and well-being. Could be registration to Askinonia or something like that. And she's always trying to make it better and more like connected to the needs of the community. So, okay, very good. We're already at the end. Thank you for being there. Next week is our third and last session in person and at the same time online, and for the month of July, and we'll continue in September, probably online. It's much easier, much simpler. Okay, so have a good week, everybody. See you next week.
Sure.